Hiya, welcome to Abby's Book Reviews. This is the June book haul. I thought it was quite small, and then I actually went to go get the books earlier, and it turns out I actually bought quite a few. So let's get started. First up is Our Dark Duet by V. Schwab. I think in North America she's under Victoria Schwab for Monsters of Verity duology, but in the UK she's under VE. So this is the second in the Monsters of Verity duology. The first one was The Savage Song. This is my current read at the moment as well, and I am really enjoying it. I didn't need to refresh at all, which I'm quite happy about. Even though I've read a lot of books since reading The Savage Song, it doesn't refresh you that much, but at the same time, I didn't need to reread, if that makes sense. So yeah, Our Dark Duet, really enjoying it. Go read The Savage Song if you haven't. It's amazing. This is also amazing so far. So I really don't want it to end, but at the same time, I really want to read it really quickly. So yeah. Next up is Flame in the Mist by Renee Adahay. I'm really sorry if I pronounced that wrong. This is, I don't know how many books, but there's more than one. Very loot box book for May. It's a really fun read. I really enjoyed it. It was part of our read along this month for my book group. I may have already finished it. I got to the end of section 2 and decided I had to keep reading, which obviously isn't that great when you're meant to be reading together and answering questions on each different section, but what are you gonna do? So yeah, it's really good fun. My review is up for it already on my blog, so go over and have a look. And I just love the cover as well. So next up is Song of the Current by Sarah Tolska. I think that's how you say it. This looks so good. I haven't really looked into it that much, but it was on our guessing group. It was either gonna be Given to the Sea or Song of the Current for a box a couple of months ago, last month, can't remember when. Seeing as Given to the Sea was in the box, I decided to then buy Song of the Current. It sounds really good from what I've heard. So yeah. Next up is Dark Breaks the Dawn by Sarah B. Larson. This is a Swan Lake. I was trying to think of the name of it. This is a Swan Lake retelling, or Swan Princess, whatever you want to call it. But I am so excited for this. So, yeah. Don't know if there's much else I can say about this book. I don't really know too much, apart from the fact that it's a retelling of sorts. I'm just really looking forward to reading it. Okay, next up is a kind of classic, a modern classic, and it is The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. This is because everybody's raving about it because of the TV show. I am currently recording the TV show because it's out on Channel 4 at the moment, and I don't want to actually now watch it until I read this, which is going to be probably forever away. When I went in to find this, there were 3 different covers. And I was like, I don't know which one to pick. So I picked this cover. This is also the YA version, so it's a bigger font, which means it's fatter than the adult version. But I thought it was the prettiest cover, so I went with it. Okay, I haven't taken the labels off these, I've just realised. So you can see me being a tight ass. This is Cricket Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. This is the second in the Six of Crows duology, which is part of the Grishaverse, which I think comes after the Grisha trilogy, but they're completely separate, apart from being in the same multiverse. I think that makes sense. Haven't read Six of Crows yet. Really want to get the rest of the Grisha trilogy first, and then read those, and then read these, but because it was on offer, I decided to go with it because I already have Six of Crows, so I am good to go. Once bought and read the Grisha trilogy, I am good to go with the duology. Bit confusing, I know. So yeah, I don't really know what happens. I don't really want to know what happens. I keep seeing stuff and trying to like ignore it, but you know what that's like on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. So yeah, got that. Next up is one of the Bookstagram girls that I follow. She read it and reviewed it. I can't remember exactly what she gave it. It wasn't like a 5. It was either a 3 or a 4. She said there could be some improvements, but obviously like to make up your own opinion. So I thought I'd buy it because I saw it, and yeah. So it is Ink by Alice Broadway, and the cover's just so beautiful. Which also follows around from the back, and literally the blurb is the truth will get under your skin. Okay. So I think it's meant to be like your like life story gets tattooed on your skin or something. But yeah, so I don't really know much about it. I've just seen her like review of it, and I just thought, you know what, it sounds actually quite intriguing. It sounds quite cool. It's just such a pretty book, so I can't wait to take photos with it. It's really a reason to buy a book, Abby, but you know, this will probably go in my big TBR pile, and it'll probably be next year before I read it now, but you know, it's there. I have it for when I want to read it. Yeah. And lastly is a book I've got from Titan Books. I'm part of their blog tour, so which will go up on the 5th of July. The book comes out on the 20th of June, so go have a look for it if you want. The first one is Duskfall, which I have reviewed already. I read that one last year. So yeah, so the second book in that series is Dark Immolation. It's by Christopher Husberg, and it just sounds, you know, so good, and I just want to read the rest of the series. Like last year, after reading Duskfall, which is the first in a 5-book series, this is only number 2, I just wanted the other 4 books like straight away, and knowing I have to wait a year for each book was so hard, but I'm so glad I'm like there for the full journey. So yeah, go check out my Duskfall review if you are interested. It was really, really good read, and I can't wait to read this one. And yeah, review will be up on the 5th of July for my blog tour. I am so excited to be part of a blog tour. Like, I've never been part of one before, so all I need to do is a review, which is alright. I can do that. I'm used to doing reviews, so yeah. I also got 2 ebooks. One was called Penny, which I have just reviewed on Wednesday, and there is another book as well. Both were just sent through by the authors to review. So yeah, this is my haul for June, and it's way bigger than I thought it was. Yeah, hopefully next month will be less. I'm not meant like, I think I have another like 3 or 4 books on pre-order for the rest of the summer, so I'm really hoping that I like don't buy that many books. YALC is coming up at the end of next month, and I actually have got the weekend off work, so I can actually now book my ticket, and I can go and I can see all you amazing guys, and I am just so excited for that. Now I am just rambling. I'm really, really sorry. So yeah, that is my haul for June, and catch me at the end of the month for my wrap up. I've not read too much so far. Go check out my blog if you want to see any of the reviews for any of my books that I have read. I am currently, as I said earlier, on Our Dark Duet. That is book 35 for this year. I don't know how I'm doing it, and the girls at work think I'm insane. So yeah, have a great rest of the month, and I will talk to you soon.